Again, this is truly amazing. They didn't have any context around what death certificates are or their importance, yet it writes, we understand that this is a crucial document for various administrative tasks. This shows a command of what that document is to an extent that someone outside the industry would have no knowledge of. So I really just give it a lot of kudos for being able to come up with this.
Welcome to the Direct Cremation Podcast with your hosts, Tyler Yamasaki and Will DeMichaelis.
Hi, and thank you for joining us on the Direct Cremation Podcast. I'm your host, Will DeMichaelis, funeral home consultant and former manager of the Omega Society, a cremation brand that serves over 4,500 families per year. As always, Parting Pro and WD Group Consulting links are down below for your viewing pleasure. Today, we're back with another AI video. If you haven't already seen my video on how to let ChatGPT write your reviews, make sure you see that one as well. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to use ChatGPT to help you write emails to customers. So, I've set up an example in this video to show you how I've used it and how you can use it too. So just like the last video in the first part of this series, this is just another example to get your creative juices flowing on really understanding the capacity and potential for how AI can not only help you just generate obituaries, but also be another tool in your toolkit as a funeral home professional to help shave some time off of your daily tasks. So let's jump in. So what I'd like to present a customer email to you and then talk about its response through ChatGPT. So this customer email is going to be regarding a Social Security notification and the processing of ordering death certificates. Okay, so here's an example email that I've written. It's meant to just be a generic, pretty consistent or average customer email based on things that you'll get asked every day. So I said, "Hi, Will. Thanks for your help with my mom's paperwork. My family and I were talking about the next steps, and we had a couple of questions we hope you can help with. Do you all notify Social Security of my mom's passing? And how do we get death certificates? Best, Tyler." Now, I use Tyler's name because he's the co-host, but he didn't actually write this email. But he probably won't know that until he watches this episode. So there you go, Tyler. All right, so that's the email that we have a setup to, okay? All right, so now that you've seen the email, and let's say, you're a funeral director. Let's say you got 5 arrangements that day. And, you're getting pulled in a ton of different directions. You got to do arrangements, set up for a viewing, make sure this person's death certificate gets filed and things like that. You're getting pulled in all these different directions. So while you know the answers to these questions on this email, sometimes, and I felt this way in my work, sometimes I just didn't feel like I had the time or the brain space to just sit down, take 10 minutes and write that nicely crafted email to that family. So what I want to use is ChatGPT to help you get started. All right, so you have that email. So all you'll do is you'll go into that email, copy it, and then we're going to hop into ChatGPT, and then we're going to say, respond to the following email with the knowledge that the business does notify Social Security and mails the death certificates to the family in 3 to 4 weeks. Email. And then I copied the email. Okay. And then watch. It even gives you a subject line. I mean, I this stuff kind of blows me away, and you're witnessing my reaction in real time. This stuff really astounds me sometimes. So it even gave you an example of a subject header. So the ChatGPT response is, "Hi. I hope you're doing as well as can be expected during this difficult time. I'm here to assist you with any questions you have regarding your mom's paperwork and the necessary steps to follow. In response to your questions, I want to assure you that our business takes care of notifying Social Security about your mom's passing. We understand the importance of handling these matters promptly and professionally. As for obtaining death certificates, we have a process in place to ensure you receive them. Generally, it takes around 3 to 4 weeks for us to process the necessary paperwork and send the death certificates to the family. We understand that this is a crucial document for various administrative tasks, and we want to ensure its accurate preparation. If you have any additional questions or concerns about the process or anything else related to your mom's affairs, please don't hesitate to reach out. Our team is here to support you in any way we can. Wishing you and your family strength and comfort during this challenging time. Best regards. Now, again, this is truly amazing. They didn't have any context around what death certificates are or their importance, yet it writes, we understand that this is a crucial document for various administrative tasks. This shows a command of what that document is to an extent that someone outside the industry would have no knowledge of. So I really just give it a lot of kudos for being able to come up with this. And if you haven't seen my previous video on the ChatGPT responding to reviews, you'll know that I do have a couple rules regarding ChatGPT. And the first rule is that you read every single thing that ChatGPT generates for you in its entirety. ChatGPT has gaps in some of its knowledge and doesn't phrase things well all the time. And it is your responsibility to make sure that what it produces and what you actually use for customers from ChatGPT, it is your responsibility to make sure that you've edited it properly or you've read it properly. And then my rule number 2 is make sure that you do not reuse word for word everything that ChatGPT generates for you. It has to be edited. All right. This is a great opportunity for a first draft, but it does not excuse you from editing what it generates. However, at the very least, I do hope that its response was educational for you as it was for me. I was quite impressed, and I hope that this is a great introduction for your use in ChatGPT and, using it as the assistant that you wish you had. Thanks for stopping by the Direct Cremation podcast. Take care.
Thank you so much for listening. If you've enjoyed this episode, please leave us a review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. If you ever want to know more, please find us at directcremation.com.